Yeah, I think when I'm just like listening to what you're saying, and it was kind of like that phone call you made when we spoke when I was driving here, and you wanted to explain yourself to me, but I felt when you were explaining to me, I felt like I get you. I've been in your position, and I fucking hate when people don't understand me. So I'm going to understand you. And that's what we forget. That's why I think sometimes it's hard to have relationships with people, especially sometimes in business. Right now, me and you, we're doing a podcast and we're going to do some photo shoots later. We'll worry about later. We don't have to worry about it now because we just worry. Like I said, I've learned that let's hope we can keep the harmony going through the day. But if it heightens, we'll deal with it when it heightens. But I'm not going to deal with it now. So I think we've got to learn not to deal with things. And that's what I found with myself is you just... I'll tell you a funny story because, we like funny stories on Muscle Talks. I'll give you an example. It will be, how old's your kid?
6.
All right. So my son was probably around that age, 7, 8, 9. One day, we're in the kitchen. It was the morning. And he said, okay, what do you want for breakfast? Normal question. He goes, can I have some ice cream? Now, I know what you're thinking straight away, right? And I did too. And I went, and this is where you got to put the game show music on. When they give you a question and the game show goes, dun, 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 dun. We don't do that enough. You got to get game show music on. You got to have a life of game show music because that game show music lets you come up with the answer. So he said it to me. I went, dun, 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 dun. Music comes on. I went, man, if I was 6, fuck, I'd like ice cream too. I wish my dad said yes. And then, but wait a minute. And then I said, how many times has he asked me? Like, this is the first time. We've got an opportunity here to share a moment. I said, let's have some ice cream, man. And we did. So we had ice cream. And he's never asked again. I mean, he's 18 now. But we sat and ate ice cream for breakfast.
What a moment.
But that's what I mean. Like,
what a moment.
I was ready to say, no, one more story. I like sharing stories. I was in Melbourne at the time. And you can see my front here. And there's a wall there. And he's been kicking the soccer ball on that wall for ages, right? Kicking for years.
Yep.
He rings me, I'm in Melbourne. He goes, oh, Dad, which I love what they do. He goes, I just broke a window, right? And I went, which one? What were you doing? And this was, again, game show music. What I would have got smashed for it, right? And I go, game show music. I said, you know what? You've kicked that ball on that wall about 100 times and you've done so well. All right, you fucked up. Cool. Let it be. We'll fix it. That's how I really thought. A week later, he broke a second window. Rings me again. He goes, Dad, it was the bedroom window. He goes, I broke another window. And I went, no joke. Game show music's on again. And I said, listen, Yanni, I've broken 2 myself. Can you just not go for a PB now? Can we leave it at that? Can we just stop now? And he goes, I'll stop. And that was it. He never broke a window again. But what I'm getting at is we really don't want to understand the other person. That's the problem. We don't want to stop. We don't want to stop. And we just want to be pricks. And to be honest, I choose my moments to be a prick when I see this person want them to take me on. And I'll take you on. But I don't want to take anyone on. I got no room for taking on people anymore. Does that make sense? I think in business, if someone wants to carry on over the phone, if we can extinguish it by a good conversation, making the person feel a bit better, like, sure, we'd like to run on time. Chris is probably counting the time and looking where the sun is right now. But we'll do our best. But like I said, I got no time for that anymore because that hasn't made me money. It's actually probably cost me more money. It's probably cost me relationships. And it's actually taken the fun out of everything. So it's kind of like, I think we just got to learn that in life, you just got to, like I said, I think you just got to think for a second. And lastly, you got to realize that person's going to have a big boohoo. And you know what? They're entitled to it. And I've said it, you're entitled to be angry with me. As long how long you want to be angry for, I'll leave it with you. But you got the shits. I'm cool. You deserve it. I made a mistake. You want to hang on for a week? You want to hang on for a month? That's your problem. My problem is, you're entitled. So I actually hand everything over. Because like I said, if I've had people, they say, I'm angry with you. And I say, yeah, you have every right to be. All right, let's sit here and wait till you get over it. So I kind of don't care about taking away things from people. I think, yeah, and I think that's where we are. Like I said, I'm 55. I have some wisdom. I'm allowed to have some, but what I've realized even in business, you gotta like losing friends and losing family or losing relationships over business and money is not worth it at the end of the day. Never
No,
is.
it's not a fair trade.
No, not a fair trade.
Not
And
a fair
trust
trade.
me, opening a bottle of Moe on your own is not fun. You need people around you, to do the ching. We'd made it. So, anyway, I don't know how we got to this point, but we are talking about, like I said, I think we're talking about stresses, and we're talking about, and I want to, actually, let's go back a little bit for the stresses, because you've gone here trying to bulldoze through things. Like, this is you in 2022. We're going to go back a little bit too. 19th of November 2022, you said, remove the handbrakes. Trying to bulldoze through calorie deficits, plateaus, the restricting more calories, dropping calories isn't necessarily the answer, right?
Yes.
And I think me sitting back, listening to all this going on at the moment with this calories in, calories out, and all they argue is, and I've realised when they're arguing, and I hate listening back to myself, and I'll be listening to this, is they just bring up one word, and we're trying to say, can you just stop with that word? Fat loss. All right, we got it. Starve, you lose fat. Got it. Can we just dump the fat? As soon as you mention calories in, calories out, and it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work with everything. They go, yes, it does. It works for fat loss. And that's we go back there, and we're back there. It's not all calories in, calories out. It's not all that.
No.
Meaning it is, but it's not all for what you want to achieve.